So a very warm morning, afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you are around the world. My name is Arthur Anthony from Scenic St. Lucia, and I'm here on behalf of Opulence Global. If you've been invited to this call, it's because this is a very, very special call. Our company is doing something that's very big, and we want to make sure that no member is left behind. We are putting out what is called an olive branch to many accounts that have been dormant so that they can really take a look at the company to see who we are and what we are. Because the last time I think you were in this business was all the way back when the company was GWT, Global Wealth Trade. But we have evolved over the years, and we want to show you how big we are right now. And we want to give many persons the opportunity, especially right now with the rising cost of living and inflation at our doorsteps. Many persons need to have this breakthrough. And we want to present to you a financial solution and give you access to coming back on board at a ridiculous promotion that we were running. And this is one of the final calls that our presentations that we are having. So if you are viewing this, congratulations. It's great to have you on board. And we're hoping that at the end of this call, you will see the need to reactivate your account, come back on board with us, and transform your life and that of your family with our world-class products, as you will see, and also the new vision that we have in this company called Opulence Global. So in 2018, Opulence moved from GWT and we went into rebranding ourselves to Opulence Global. And why? Is because our company have been evolving so fast. We have moved from fashion, we have gone into beauty, we have gone into health, we have gone into personal care products, and you will see a lot more as we go forward. And we hope tonight that you will understand why this call is so important as we want to create a financial solution. I came into the company in 2012 and I was really excited because at that time I was in an area that was not very comfortable. I was looking for a financial breakthrough because in my country, we depend a lot on tourism, and together with my family, we own an attraction site. And cruise tourism, 99%, I would say, is pretty much what we are about. And in 2012, the finance wasn't flowing as it should. With responsibilities of being a married man, having children, having a mortgage, and having vehicles and all of that, I felt I had to find another solution, another additional source of income. Just to let you know, I've never had a job. I've always been an entrepreneur. And I found this company back then, GWT. We moved into Opulence Global, and I'm still here and I am enjoying the ride because this is a very, very powerful company for the times. It's a very powerful place to be. So as we get right into what became Opulence Global, we really want to share the vision with you. But we want to take a look, first of all, at the way we live and how our lives have changed and the stay-at-home economy. We really want you to understand, and I know that you have been part of this journey as well, because you have seen over the few years with the pandemic, how the work have changed. Persons now can work from home. Persons now can learn from home, and that have become, the new era. It have become something that everyone had to adjust themselves to. Especially for parents who were not tech savvy, they had to find a way to be able to know how to use, the computer, how to use the forums of Zoom. And that's the new era that we're in right now. Many persons began to do groceries online, and not only doing the groceries online, but now the groceries are being delivered to you. And in terms of food and eating out, many persons found a way, many restaurants found a way to be able to get to deliveries to go out as well, because no one could be sitting in. So we evolved, and we continue to evolve. Shopping online have been a big deal for many persons, but it even got even bigger. And now persons can use eBay and Amazon and all of the areas where they normally shop to be able to bring more and more products, because e-commerce have become a huge thing. And when we look at entertainment, even that has changed. All the cinemas were closed, and many persons found innovative ways of being able to have entertainment at home with surround sound and popcorn and the juice and everything else. And now the cinemas have been reopened. Many persons are still comfortable being at home. So Netflix and the Prime Video and all of these areas places where persons can comfortably be at home and really enjoy a good movie, and even the latest movie at that. I can say that. And then we're talking about communication, virtual communication. Many families during the pandemic began to utilize the internet, and they began to have virtual parties online. They began to communicate even more with their families because they couldn't travel. So that's ways and means in which we have seen the new economy, we have seen the new change in our lifestyle. But as all of this new technology and e-commerce have been happening, a lot of persons have been affected as well. A lot of persons have been affected. So here's what, guys. How have you been affected? Have you lost your job? And do you know persons in your family, in your community who have lost their job because of what have been happening with the pandemic? The rising cost of living. Are you part of that too? Because I know no one can escape that now. It's not just in St. Lucia. I think it's worldwide, especially when you look at the fuel. Once fuel prices go up, the cost of living goes sky high, especially with utility bills and natural disasters. That's one thing we can't escape. Around the world, some people have snowstorms, but in the Caribbean, we have hurricanes. We don't have much earthquakes, but we have serious hurricanes. And some islands have still not recovered from natural disasters. And unfortunately, some islands got it back to back. And we're looking at our health. Right now, many persons are conscious of their health because of all of the outbreaks that's happening. And when you think it's coming to an end, you're hearing another thing popping up. Now we have monkeypox, and who knows what we'll be having next. So health outbreaks is a really huge area where we are affected as well. And we're looking at lockdowns. Were you affected during the lockdown, and have lockdowns stopped? Is that the end of lockdowns? Well, we don't know. Lockdowns might be coming again. If outbreaks are coming, who knows? Lockdowns might be coming again. And when persons are locked down, we are social creatures. We're not meant to be in prison at home. So a lot of persons can't survive that. And then we're talking about the replacement of our jobs with machines. If you have traveled recently, you would realize that a lot of the transactions that you would do going through the airport have now been replaced with machines. Even at supermarkets, in checking out, machines are taking over. And once machines take over, guess what? People are losing their jobs. Yes, and that's the reality. So closer home, I really want to touch based on how the cost of living keeps increasing, and your salary remains the same or even diminishes, because inflation is at everyone's door, and the constant increase in the cost of living. And I'm sure you can identify with that. And when that begin to happen, then a lot of us begin to go, I said us because it's happening to me as well. And you have to dip into what is called your savings, what you put away for wet days. Now you have to go into it, and you have to, and as the cost of living goes up, your savings goes down, right? And then we're talking about putting yourself in more and more debt, because if you can't meet the cost of living, then most people actually increase the debt. And that's trouble also. And if you remember the moratoriums, when they ended, the increase in the charges that came with it. And I can tell you, because I also have a mortgage, and the charges were crazy. So when all of this begin to happen, and you're thinking of a reduction of your savings, then you begin to think of how to replace it. And that's a particular fear that persons deal with on a regular basis. If you're reducing in your savings, if you have an increase in debt, we're talking about how do you put that back. And then once the moratoriums have ended, then you also have the concern of how to get that back, how to put it back up to date, right? So here's what, that fear is something that's the reality of many families today. And because of that, expenses. Expenses. Now, what type of expenses do every family go through? Utilities, for sure. And because of the fuel charges, utility bills go up. Have you paid your light bill recently? Have you paid your water bill recently? Have you paid your telephone bill recently? In fact, I think it's ridiculous because some people it's almost as if persons are just making an excuse to raise the price because fuel is up. It's crazy. And, we're talking about loans, and many persons have mortgages, car loans, student loans, personal loans, credit card loans. It doesn't matter what the loan is, but if you have a loan in your family, that's an expense, and we're talking about food and personal care and healthcare, some serious areas where you have to spend money. And that's where sometimes persons actually shortchange themselves. They shortchange their health because they figure out, I can pay the light bill, pay the utility bills, but I can skip meals, or I may not be able to eat very well because of all of that. But that's a caution right there. And then we're looking at savings and education and recreation, very important. Those areas are significant, but there are also, that's also a great expense. So the money keeps going out, but you need to bring that money back in. So what brings that money back in? Well, most families have a salary, or what we call the JOB, the job. We refer to it as being just over broke because it's never enough, right? So what if you could manage other sources of income? Or do you have other sources of income apart from the salary that you have? Do your family have other sources of income, what we call multiple streams of income? Because why is it needed? If your expenses outweigh your income, it's greater than your income, then you definitely need to have additional sources of income. It only makes sense because you would not survive off just a salary. And once you begin to go into debt, once you begin to think of having great expense, then guess what? Eventually, if you don't take care of that, that will be equivalent to being broke. And once you are broke, then stress comes in. I'm sure most persons can identify with that because the worry of how to make ends meet or make ends see each other is a reality that most people go through. And then if you don't take care of the stress, then you fall sick. And I pray that you deal with that very, very fast, because being sick with stress is a good recipe for disaster, seriously. All right, so what's the solution? Well, you are here this evening, and I want to congratulate you again for being on, accepting this invitation, because we want to present to you solutions. So what is the solution? Well, let's look at your family. If your family have a salary because you have a job, and we want to advocate, what if there is a way we can show you this evening that you can have an additional source of income, keep your salary, and still have an additional source of income we call wholesale purchasing. We'll show you that in a little bit. We'll share that with you. And what if you can still have an additional source of income, and it's referrals, right? A referral income. And we want to share with you, you can still have another one, which is residual income. And that will help just the one source, which is the salary from the job. It will definitely help with some of the expenses that we saw earlier on. So let's dive into a little bit of a short video to give you a better insight to Opulence Global and the journey of partners who have been in the business. And we want you to understand how far we have come and how we have evolved. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
With a job, you have no control over your future. You have no control over when you're going to get laid off, when you're going to get fired.
I reached to the point where I was just sick and tired of being sick and tired, overworked, underpaid.
You go to work, you do your 8 hours. From there, you go to your restaurant, run your kitchen. And we're just starting, so we can't afford to hire anybody, so it's all us. We clean, we dishes, everything. So it was quite stressful. I mean, you're basically married to your business.
This industry is one of the most powerful industries that will touch people's lives. It gives you passion, love, commitment, relationships, travel, money, wealth, success, everything that you can desire. What does it stand for? Products that are safe for you and your family. And so our scientific team works very, very closely to make sure that we meet all those guidelines. A lot of our proprietary ingredients are coming in from the best parts of the world. They're real ingredients that work.
Reducing our exposure to things that are irritating, less SLS, the safer type of products. And we're thinking, you know, things that we're eliminating like parabens and phytates. And we're making every effort to take a critical look at the products that we use daily to make it that much safer.
We are using and harnessing the power of silver, but we are greatly amplifying the benefits and effects of silver due to our unique and patented particle technology.
All I do, getting paid to wear, I just wear my fashion and show it. And of course, people love it, they buy it, I get paid for that.
We're in Beverly Hills, I'm on Taj Hotel. It's the Emmy Luxury Lounge, of course, presented by Ferry. You guys are next. I don't know which country you're watching this. 204 countries and territories that we ship to. You guys are next.
And my son said, "Oh, I want to do what my dad does," and that for me hit home. You know.
With the earnings that I have with Opulence Global, I am happy to share. And when we share, we don't expect anything in return.
Here I am now, COVID has come in. I said, oh my goodness. And they're locking us up.
Because right away we did that on Zoom, and we started our Zoom meetings.
When adversity hits, this company hits back harder.
For us, our sales went up like, what, 400, 500% when COVID came. In fact, COVID actually boosted our business.
I think our biggest attributes above all is our culture. It's a one nation, we have a slogan, one team, one dream, to the billion.
Anybody in this industry could create success. Anyone could create wealth. Anyone can help other people to be able to create the same sort of success. That's what really touched my heart, that I got excited about.
You don't have to have experience. It doesn't matter what's your background, your ethnicity, or even your scholarship. In reality, it is a pathway to success that is designed as a system to be able to replicate.
Technology has been created to help people. Therefore, it shouldn't be difficult. What we are trying to do here is to help people. Therefore, we are trying to develop tools that will help you to move and grow.
So the vision of the company is not just the expansion of our business, but the growth of the people within the company.
Not only do we have the world's most powerful, plant antioxidant, FOL, we also have the skincare line, hair care line, the shampoo, the washing conditioner, the pandemic line, talking about the microsilver spray, the sterling. Then you add on the one line that no other company in MLM has, which is the fashion line. I think when you put all of that together, we truly have the most unique, most prestigious MLM company on this planet.
If I have to sum it up all in one word for Opulence Global, it would be freedom.
Be freedom.
Time freedom.
Freedom.
Total freedom.
The one.
Opulence is an opportunity of a lifetime.
People will only join you when they know you're committed, when your conviction pours out. Place yourself on fire with enthusiasm. People will come for miles to watch you burn.
Well, I truly hope that you enjoyed this short video and it gave you a very good insight to who we are and where we have come from, especially the fact that you know that we had fashion from the very beginning, 2006, and we have evolved. So what really sets us apart, guys? What really sets us apart? And that's what we want to show you. What sets us apart is that we are now going to the home. We want to make sure that every home is safe, and we want to create a revolution with the products that we use every single day that drastically changes persons' lives, because we want to make the home safe for thousands of persons globally. And we're talking about products in the area of our body shampoo and conditioner for both men and women. We're talking about simple products like the ones that we use on a morning, brushing your teeth. Most of our toothpaste is fluoride toothpaste, and fluoride is not good for the health. So we have come out with microsilver toothpaste. We're talking about cream. Most of the creams that we have now on the market, they make your hands dry. You know, they're not good sometimes for sensitive skin. And we have our sterling silver cream that is awesome. And it's not just a cream, but it's a body lotion as well. And we're talking about the area of health. During the pandemic, our flagship product, and it's still one of the fastest selling products that we have in the company, our Fountain of Life, the highest source of lignans and antioxidants known to man. And then the company came out with our microsilver spray, especially in the pandemic, for persons who, in fact, we go everywhere and, you know, you have to sanitize your hands, but we have our very own that is alcohol free, and it kills microbes on the spot, and its protection lasts for not just days, but for weeks as well. And then we have our Fairy Flawless. You know, we say, give us 5 minutes and we'll take the clock back for you 5 years. And that's not all. We're coming out this year with more and more products that will transform our lives, transform our health, and makes our home very safe. So if you're talking about what sets us apart, that's it right there. That's what sets us apart. So why should you choose Opulence Global? Why should you choose Opulence Global? Well, you can choose us because, number one, we have a business where even during a lockdown, you can work from home using your smartphone, and our support system and training is off the hook, right? So that's one of the reasons why you should choose Opulence Global. Another reason is we give you access to the world's best products, and we manufacture it and we get it to you directly. So we distribute it, but we are the ones who manufacture it. There is no middleman in between. So it's another reason to choose us. You actually get, a third reason is that you can get income from over 200 countries and territories. So whilst you are at home using social media, we can give you access to selling your products and getting your business in over 200 countries. Is that good or great? And also you can tap into 5 of the major industries that, you know, it all under one umbrella. You know, what if you can tap into industries, billion-dollar industries, but all of it under one umbrella? That's excellent, right? Isn't it? And last of all, be the first to create an exit for persons who are stuck with cryptocurrency that they cannot withdraw. You know, so many persons are going to cryptocurrency and there are so many challenges when they want to get their money out. And our company is creating an exit for that. So guys, this is what sets us apart. And this is why we think you should choose Opulence Global. So how does our Opulence model work? It's very, very simple. Did I say simple? Yes, it's very, very simple. So the first thing is we want to show you how you can save by purchasing at wholesale and not retail. That's significant. And once you begin to realize the huge savings, you will have the desire to want to help other families do the same, purchase at wholesale and not retail. And if you keep duplicating that process locally, we will show you how you can actually grow globally with a simple process like this, right? And in return, you will make huge profits daily, weekly, monthly, and even annually. Is that good or great? That's a very, very simple process. So the question is, are you ready to get started? Are you ready to get replugged? Are you ready to get reconnected? Are you ready to be able to plug into this huge opportunity that we're bringing back to you and this huge promotion that we have going? If you are ready, we want to get you started. So let me show you our premium package. But before we do that, what if you can have it all, right? What if you can have it all? If you're ready, we want to show you access to getting started and having it all. Some people are thinking of a house, a car. They are thinking of land, property. They're thinking of going on vacation. They're thinking of doing cruises. They're thinking of being financially free. Whatever your dream may be, whatever your passion may be, what if you can have it all? Well, I'll tell you, in this business, we are showing persons how they can have it all. And if you are ready for that, we are ready for that. So how you can have it all is, number one, to step into what is called the wholesale package of being a premium member. And this gives you a product package as well as a lifestyle advisor, right? That's how you get started. So if you want that premium membership package, we will talk about the promotion in just a little bit, but this is a absolutely fantastic way to get plugged in again, and you can go for this one. So here's what the company gives you: $910 worth of shopping credits, and the value is always more than what you plug in. So it's $1,755.31. Remember we told you about the exit? Well, the company gives you an exit token, cryptocurrency, $100 worth, and it's valued at $100. And we want you to have a website absolutely free, guaranteed for a year, and it's cost $499, guys. So guess what? There is a whole lot more for you. Once you come in within 72 hours, we encourage you to activate your account. And once you activate your account by also downloading Opulence app, you can actually spin the wheel and get some huge promotion that the company has for you, valued at $149. And that's still not enough. There is more. The company gives you a welcome kit where you can actually do your business with all promo materials that you need. It comes right to your doorstep, valued at $99.99. And then why buy wholesale? Because there are huge savings, and you can purchase at 30% discount. And if you tap into what we call Smart Buy, which I will show you a little later, you can actually slap on another 10% to the 30%. So you can get up to 40% as being a premium member with us, the Lifestyle Advisor, a wholesale package. And we spoke earlier on about getting shopping credits, $910 worth. So we want to give you a little example of what you can do if you have those shopping credits. So you have access to getting the premium products, our flagship product as well, which is 16 bottles of Fountain of Life, and the wholesale price is 875 Canadian dollars and 11 cents. But the retail price, if you have to retail it, it's worth $1,696. Is that good or great? You will actually have a savings of 48% instantly, and the price actually is 1,300 Canadian for this package, but it's valued at $2,603.30, at 200% in terms of what you guys are absolutely getting. So if this package does not beat your eye and get you excited, we want to show you something that's even greater, especially if you have been out for a long time and you want to plug yourself back in. The company wants to give you this huge promotion. It's for a limited time only. In fact, this is one of our final presentations to make sure that you get reconnected, you get plugged back in. So the company is saying, what if you can still have the premium package? You can reactivate, still getting the premium membership package. This is a Lifestyle Advisor package, right? With all of the benefits, you will just have a little less in terms of your shopping credit, but look at the magic. So the company says, hey, they're giving you $400 worth of shopping credits, and the value of that is $565.98. You have the platform where you have the website for a year. Remember, it's valued at $499. And remember, the 30% wholesale, buying at wholesale still gives you huge advantage. So you have a 30% discount. And again, we'll show you how you can still get the 10% at Smart Buy. So guess what, guys? With the $400, right? The shopping credit, you can actually pull out 6 bottles of Fountain of Life. You can pull out the Sterling cream, cream, and also the Micro Silver toothpaste. Is that good or great, right? So if you look at the value of what the 6 bottles cost, what the Micro Silver cost, and the toothpaste cost, you would realize that this is absolutely ridiculous, because you have a savings of 43% versus what you just put out. And how much will this cost you to reactivate your premium membership package? Can you guess? Hello? Remember, the original package was $1,300. This one only cost you $400 Canadian. The actual value is $1,064.98, which is 266% in terms of the profit that you guys are really receiving in this, right? The savings that you're making. So guess what, guys? if you really want to reactivate your account, we say you can go for the premium package, which is the original one I showed you, or you can settle for this one and we can still plug you in with all of those benefits, and you are getting much more than you are putting out. So I think that's a fantastic deal for a limited time only. Remember, we are sharing this at the last presentation, so you can really get back on board with us. So we want to show you something more. Remember, we spoke about retail. Well, some persons are still looking for the retail way to shop. And if you do that, then you can actually create a VIP account, and that's absolutely free. And what do you receive for that? Well, you have the option of being able to get as much as $150 in free products with your first purchase. And that also gives you $15,000 in Opulence points. And that allows you to get more products as well. So other perks, that includes, in terms of if you are going to buy at retail, you can actually shop and earn, and you can really receive within a year up to $675 in free products. Yes. And then if you go for the Smart Buy discount of you can actually get an additional 10%. And then if you refer friends and family, you can receive a 10% from every time, in terms of shopping credits, every time they actually shop with you. Is that good or great? Now, we wanted to show you an example of what the price of a bottle would be if you are looking at retail. So remember our flagship product, the Fountain of Life? It's now $83.34. That's the retail price. But we want to flip the coin to give you a contrast, a comparison between buying wholesale versus retail. So remember, let's use the same product, the Fountain of Life bottle. So if you are VIP, there is no discount when you start off in terms of purchasing, because you're paying just the actual cost, which is $83.34. But if you are buying at wholesale, remember we told you 30% in terms of your purchase discount, and now we're talking about $58.34. And if you have to slap on the Smart Buy, which definitely everyone wants to be smart, they will definitely do that. You have an added 10% discount of $52.51. And guess what? The savings automatically is already $30.83 per bottle. Are you hearing me? Why do you think we encourage persons to go at wholesale? Because it's the best way to go, right? Versus retail. So if you look at the Smart Buy we've been talking about, that's where it even gets better. So you can create additional savings with the Smart Buy. So we're saying if you do $150 continuously for 3 months in terms of purchases, you can actually receive an additional 10% on top of the 30% that you already have. But you must do it for a straight 3 months to be qualified for the 10%. And we hope that you continue to at least purchase at $150 or keep your Smart Buy activated, because there are additional benefits. And that includes, actually, you can do an automated way of getting the products delivered to you, right? It's convenient for most persons, so you can set it and forget it in terms of the products that you want to come to you every single month, and that makes your Smart Buy very simple and very easy for you. And guess what? If you keep your Smart Buy activated, your business becomes active. Your status of your business remains active. It's like keeping electricity on in your house. Nothing spoils in your fridge, right? And then also that qualifies you for building lifelong residual income. And that's something we can show you as you go along. And that comes from all the sales that's done in your organization. So a quick review. Take a look at the flagship product. Remember the retail price. Remember the wholesale price. Remember the Smart Buy discount, the additional 10%. Guess what, guys? Right now, you can see, let's just go back one step. You can see that now you are buying the bottle at $52.51, as we said earlier on, and your savings per bottle is $30.83. That's an awesome deal. Awesome, awesome deal. So now the possibilities, guys, the possibilities. Remember, we talk about helping other families purchase at wholesale, right? If you can do that, if you find something good, you're already enjoying a huge, massive discount, $30.83 per bottle on every bottle. Wouldn't you want to share that great news with other families and still get paid, still receive a wholesale profit, right? Guess what, guys? You get a wholesale bonus of $300 if you decide to share this with the Jones family. What if you decide to share this, that you encourage a Peters family to buy at wholesale? You can make another $300, and you encourage Anthony family and also the Charles family. Guys, you can do this every single day, every hour, every week, every month. And if you decide to bring 4 families in per month, you've just struck another $1,200 added to what you already have in terms of your salary. Is that good or great, right? And that's simply for sharing good news and allowing those families to take advantage of coming in as a wholesaler versus a retailer, and you actually get rewarded. Is that good or great, right? That's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. So remember we said earlier on, when you buy the premium membership package, you get 6 bottles. Remember that? We were showing you that earlier on. So you'd keep 1 for yourself and sell the 5 bottles. You can make still $550 of just selling 5 bottles. That's an added income, right? An added income your way. So now we're looking at the solution that we were speaking about. We had some serious problems starting off, and we said, hey, we want to show your family some solutions that you guys can have in terms of additional sources of income. Remember the one salary? Let's say it was Canadian $1,000 from your job. Now we said to you, listen, you can do referrals and you can earn an extra $1,200 if you refer 4 families for the month. And now we're saying to you, it can even get better. Remember the retail profit, the 5 bottles that you sold, you can make an extra $550. Keep adding them up, guys. And then we spoke about you can really do residual income once you have those processes in place, and we'll show you how to do it on average about 400 Canadian weekly. So apart from your salary, guess what? You can make additional monies coming into your family, and you can look at $3,150. Is that good or great? So that's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. And this is one way of dealing with the inflation and dealing with the rising costs in the prices of living, right? In the price of living. So guess what, guys? Most persons want to go on vacations. We want to show you that we've taken action in this business. We will show you how you can go on free vacations. Yes, you heard me right, free vacations, how you can go on free cruises, because we want to reward you and give you some powerful incentive for taking action in your business. And guess what? Personal development and recognition. We will recognize you, and everyone who comes into this business, you are trained, you are coached, and it's absolutely free, and you get a lot of personal development for that. That's good. That's absolutely great. Right, guys? So if you're looking towards going gradually to financial freedom, we have a pathway for you. And with all that being said, remember, we have products that keeps your home healthy and keeps your body healthy. So I love healthy living, and I love to know that I can be healthy and wealthy at the same time. And that's how we do it. So remember we said, what if you could have it all? We were not joking, because now you can have the prestigious lifestyle that most persons are dreaming about, and it can be yours if you decide to reactivate your account, now come into a brand new business, because we are no longer GWT, we are Opulence Global, and we want to take you on a financial freedom path. We want to take you to complete freedom. So if you are ready, we are ready. So we say to you, buy at wholesale, become a lifestyle advisor, or buy into our premium package, reactivate your account for $400 and get so much more value into it. It's almost as if you are getting it for free, right? Almost as if you are getting it for free. So with all of what we have shared with you, with all of what's coming into our company, and we have so much more on stream to be released, we definitely think that you are in the right place at the right time. So before we actually exit and you get back in touch with the person who have invited you, so you can get all your additional questions and concerns answered, we love to talk about, the experience, right? The experience. We want to bring to you real stories from real persons who have actually been with the business, who are using. In fact, most of our partners are using all of the product. Like me, we are product of the product. And we want to share with you what our results have been, our journey have been in terms of using the product. So I know we have quite a few partners. It'll be easier if you guys just raise your hand. I could unmute you, just to share with our guest here, those of you who are specially invited to this presentation, to share with you a little bit about what's going on with the products that we're using. So I want to start the ball rolling, and I want to talk on our Fountain of Life. I came into the business in 2012, but when the product of Fountain of Life was released in 2018, I was one of the 30 users on the island of St. Lucia to use this product, Fountain of Life. And I was excited. Why I was excited is because I had some serious injuries in my waist. I lifted up a very heavy object. I couldn't walk for about 2 months. And I was excited to use the product because I heard so much about it. It's anti-inflammatory, it's antimicrobial. You can drink it and you can rub with it. And I did both of that. And in 1 week, I felt so strong. I put my sneakers, and I often go running about 3 times a week. During the time of my injury, I couldn't run, I couldn't walk properly, I couldn't drive properly. And in that 1 week, I felt so good, almost 98% recovered, that I even did a video that morning and put it on my, on my Facebook page, just to let other people know how incredibly good this product is. I also remember I had a serious sinus condition. My sinus would be so infected. I'm not sure if you've ever had an infected sinus, but it would be so bad that you could get the odor from my nose if I stood close to you. And guess what? In just 3 weeks, it was someone else who actually alerted me that my sinus, the smell was no longer there. And I didn't even realize, because the product is antimicrobial, it really dealt with my sinus. My energy spiked just a few days after using the product. I used to drag out of bed. I had a lot of energy. And guess what, guys? For persons who are on the call, they say one of the side effects of the product, but there's no side effect. We're just messing around, but it's a good one. The sex drive, the sexual performance for most men and women have really been better. And for me, it have been epic. I love to use that word because that's one of the best words I can use for the performance. So this product, I've been in love with it. I've been using so many of the products, but I want to give the microphone, I want to give the airwaves to some of our partners on the call to be able to share about their favorite product with you. So Maria, are you there?
Yes, I am. Good evening, Afa.
Oh, hi, Maria. And how are you, and where are you calling in from?
I'm calling from St. Lucia.
And what product, Maria, do you want to share with us this evening? And with the team?
I can share about all, but I would prefer to share on Fountain of Life.
All right. So, Maria, how long have you been using Fountain of Life?
It's for 4 years now.
Awesome. So tell us what have been the results for you, especially what was happening to you before and now after the use of Fountain of Life for 4 years.
Well, Fountain of Life has changed my life because I was going through some serious menopause issue, and with depression, anxiety, pains, you name it, and no feeling sexually, and I just wanted to be by myself, just wanted to be alone. And when my friend introduced me to it, I was hesitant at first, but I said, no, let me try this out, because I've tried so many things and it was just not working. I was just having these hot flashes and everything. So when I tried it the 3rd day, it was just remarkable. I felt no hot flashes. I felt energized. I felt like myself again. I can move mountains. I can just do so many things. I just wanted to get out of the house. It was so different. And I'm so happy for this product. And also my daughter, she always had that problem with her menstrual. And about 2 days after using this product, she told me, Mommy, I'm not even feeling like I have a period. It's just so remarkable. These things can change your life. Even with my son, he had those the thing you call hemorrhoids, and it was so painful for him. It was like it's going to explode, and I just rubbed it on for him, and that was it. And the pain just went away. Up to a day like today, he has no complaint with hemorrhoid anymore. So I'm just happy for this product.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Maria, let me just ask you, when you started off, did you start off as a retailer or a wholesaler?
Well, I started off as a wholesaler.
And would you say you have introduced other families to actually buy in as a wholesale as well?
Yes, my daughter and my son, after using the product, they felt that that was something they really wanted to get into. And they are not with me, they are in Canada and they have their own business and it's worldwide.
Awesome. And so you have gotten the referral that we spoke about in terms of sharing it with other families.
Yes, I have lots of families and they're so thankful for this wonderful product.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Maria, for sharing with us. And I can attest to everything that you said about the product, because my daughter too had some serious menstrual cramps, and she is very happy that, you know, she's like a boy with a period now. Thank you so much for that.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so let's go to someone else. We have Wendy Agard. Wendy, can you hear me?
Yes, Arthur, I can.
Yeah, hi Wendy, how are you doing?
I am doing great.
And where are you plugging in from?
I am plugging in from New York.
From New York. How is New York?
Burning.
Well, wait for it, because the winter is coming.
No, I would not be here for winter.
Okay.
I'm only on vacation.
All right. So Wendy, what product do you want to share with us? I know that you're a product of the product. What do you want to share?
I am a product of every one of the products I'm seeing in front of me, but tonight I'm going to use our Sterling moisturizing body lotion.
All right. So when did you start using this one?
I started using it sometime during the lockdown from the time it was launched.
Okay. And what have been your results before and after?
My results was great, because before, what I can say is that I do not cream my feet. I cannot use lotion on my feet. So if I cream my feet, it will feel like though ants bite me. So with that, I use Pro Glycerine. But you know, I've been here in the winter last year. And what I've noticed is that normally when I'm here for the winter season, it would make my skin dry and blotchy. So when I get back home, I would see the big burn mark on my skin, especially if I wear my leggings underneath my pants. So you would literally see the big blotches. But last year, I was here November, December, and January of this year. So I've been in the 3 months of the winter I was here. And I can tell you, I had no problems. Even with my hands, when I lotion my hands and I wash it, I'll have to lotion it again. So then all my knuckles would be white. So all of you would be doing the same thing. I am here, and even now, the same thing would happen. But last week, we went outside and my daughter was wearing her slipper. And I looked down at her feet and I said, oh, but child, how all your ankles and your heel is white? You didn't lotion your skin? She said, yes, mom, but I forgot now I had the Sterling in another bag because I sent it to New York. So the following day, I said to her, I said, look, use the Sterling cream on your skin. And you know, up to today, she used it every day. And she said, mommy, could you see the difference? Oh, my feet is no longer white, my ankles, because I mean, it's not easy, you know, ladies, when you watch and you look long at your foot, and you know, the young girls already, they have pride in themselves that everybody's looking at you and your ankles is white, your heel is white, your toes look white and ashy. And she was like, and you know, the one thing with children, anytime you want to know if something works, ask a child, because they will tell you the true version of what it is. She said, could you imagine, mom? My heels and my ankles no longer white again. I said, okay, go right ahead. So she said, from now on, Sterling is it. Once I'm wearing my slippers. If I'm wearing my socks, fine, I could put on anything. But once my heels and my toes outside, it is Sterling. And I must say, all the products are good because I tried every piece, be it male or female. I am a product of every one piece.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that, Wendy. But I have one question for you, Wendy. Over the period that you've been in the company, how have been the support system that you've been receiving?
It have been good. It have been good. It could have been better if I put more work, but you know, I own and operate a traditional business, so you give one priority over the other. But I mean, given the time that I gave my Opulence business, especially during the pandemic, it haven't failed me. Because when my traditional clothing store went into lockdown, when I just came back and invested $15,000, my Opulence business was still open. Even now in my store, carnival just finished yesterday. And if you ask me for something, maybe a top, a dress or something, I might say I don't have it or I don't have the size. But never one day I tried to order something from Opulence and they didn't have it. Or I tried to ship it. I shipped something the other day with Amerijet and it took 4 weeks to get to Grenada. When I buy something with Opulence on a Monday, Friday, I can just walk into Amerijet. I can just walk into FedEx and collect it.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah,
Well,
so it
thank you
had
so
been
much for that.
effective.
Thank you so much for that, Wendy. Appreciate you. All right, so let's see if we can get Avril to share with us. Avril, are you there? You're already unmuted, Avril.
I am here, Arthur. How are you?
I'm super great, supercharged, Avril, as usual. And where are you plugging in from?
I am plugging in from Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Wow, that's Canada. And what product do you want to share with us, Avril?
I will share with you the Fountain of Life, our flagship product.
All right, so tell us when you started using it and what have been your results before and after.
I started using Fountain of Life in 2019. I used to have knee pain. And because of the knee pain, I was taking cortisone injections in my knee every 6 months. And with cortisone injections, you can run a marathon after it's given to you because you have no pain. But once it wears out, you know, the pain comes back and you basically have to do the same thing all over again. So with those injections, it had my what's it called? It had my hormones all over the place. So that was not good. And when I was introduced in 2019 to a flagship product called Fountain of Life, I was amazed at what it could have done, what it can do for me, and what it has done for me and family. So the pain is no longer there. I don't take cortisone injections anymore. And my husband has been using it as well for almost 2 years. And his razor bumps that he used to have, actually his face is smooth like a baby's skin. Right? My daughter is sleeping properly now. She used to be too hyper sometimes, cannot fall asleep. So that has helped as well. My grandmother used it for her diabetes. So yes, it's a all-rounder. It's a liquid gold, we call it, for us in our family.
All right, all right. Well, thank you so much for that, Avril. I know that so many persons all around the world are so satisfied with Fountain of Life. And I'm always happy to hear when persons can get relief and feel really good after using this product and continuing to use it. So keep continuing to use Fountain of Life, okay, Avril?
All right, thank you, Arthur.
You're welcome. All right, so let's see if we can have a gentleman to share now to put a balance among all the women. Kalai, are you in the house? Are you there, Kalai? I have already unmuted you.
Hi, Arthur.
Oh, nice. It's nice to have another brother up here with me. All right, so where are you plugging in from, Kalai?
I'm plugging in from St. Lucia.
All right, and what product you want to share with us this evening?
Do I have to do just one?
If you can keep them on them about a minute, you can do two.
Okay. Well, our micro silver toothpaste. I will start with that one. When I found out that how harmful that fluoride could be, I stopped using fluoride toothpaste. I made my own concoction with baking soda and stuff, but you know, it doesn't keep your mouth as fresh as regular toothpaste would. And when I got that micro silver toothpaste, I noticed that my mouth was fresh and clean for a whole day. Sometimes I'd even forget to brush my teeth because my teeth felt so smooth and didn't feel the plaque on it like it normal, you know, when you use the normal toothpaste.
I know the feeling.
Yes. And so that, and it also brightened my teeth, whitened my teeth by a few shades, because I had that, I think it's tartar or whatever it was, but I used all kind of whitening toothpaste on it and it just wouldn't come out. But once I started using that, I noticed that my teeth got whiter. And the next one is the shampoo, but shampoo, body wash, and conditioner. Well, I use both of them, right? Both the sensual and the captive. And one thing I noticed, my hair was a barber's nightmare, because we have different races in the Caribbean. So my hair was a multitude of races and different types of hair on my hair. And it was a barber's nightmare, because he'd start cutting and he'd say, oops, that means he made a mistake or something. I have a hole in my head. And I noticed that since I'm using this shampoo body wash, I don't have those different types, so drastic. Like I'd have very curly, straight, and wavy, and all kind of. It is more uniform, I find. The hair is softer and it is more uniform in.
So now you can get a better haircut.
Yes. Thank you, Arthur.
Well, thank you so much, Kalai, for that. I really appreciate you. In fact, I love the fact that we are sharing on different products, because I know, we use all the products, and it's nice that our guests can hear the various products and how it benefits us. So thank you so much, Kalai, for that sharing.
You're welcome.
So, ladies and gentlemen, just to keep the time, we just really want to thank you for being on this evening. I want to thank all of those who shared with us this evening on the products of their choice. But I also want to encourage you to get back in touch with the person who have invited you to this call. Remember, this is a special promotion just for you. We were hoping that you can reactivate your account. You can really choose the premium package for the $1,300, because it gives you a lot more opportunities in terms of products and the value. But if you want the special bonus reactivation price that we have for $400, that gives you even more value, get in touch with the person who have invited you to this call and tell them that you are ready to get plugged back in, you are ready to reactivate your account, you are ready to get back into Opulence and really celebrate with us in using some of the world-class products and teaching other families to buy at wholesale and to make the referral profits that you saw, the rewards that you saw, and the list goes on and on and on. So from St. Lucia, my name is Arthur Anthony. I really again want to thank you for choosing to be on the call, accepting the invitation from the person who have invited you. And remember, get immediately back to the person and let them know your decision. And I'm looking forward to congratulating you and welcoming you to our company, Opulence Global. So wherever you are around the world, have a very good evening, good morning, or good afternoon. And this is one of our final presentations, but stay in touch with the person who have invited you, and we can actually share the recording to any person or anybody who needs it who have missed this presentation. Thank you so much.